going to be deep diving into everything on intermittent fasting, gut health, hormones, my calories, what I eat. Talk about building a strong core and six-pack abs. Let's just dive right in. Let's do this. And this is little tank. But first off, what is my height and my weight? I am 5'8" and I am 130 pounds. This next question is all on apple cider vinegar. Someone asked if you should feel that burning in your stomach. I actually did a whole video on apple cider vinegar and actually how to use it to burn more fat. This is something that I drink every day, and I even do it before meals to help with stomach acid, which denatures protein. A lot of the times, if you guys feel that heaviness in your stomach after a meal, we could have low stomach acid, and this actually happens over time as we get older, and it also kills off bad bacteria in the gut. So if we have a diminished gut microbiome, we have maybe things like SIBO going on, a lot of the times we have low stomach acid. But here's the deal. Apple cider vinegar is very acidic, so we don't just want to take that by itself and just chug it. You always want to dilute apple cider vinegar in a little bit of water, and I also like to use it in salad dressings at the meal to help with the digestion as well. I'm going to link that whole video that I did. I share more recipes about how to use it, all of the benefits in terms of digestion, weight loss, blood sugar management, and so much more. So check out that video, and it's a great thing that I do daily. Next question I got is, your core is extremely strong. What is your favorite core exercise? So you guys see me doing all these ab exercises all over social media, but fun little fact, my core was my weakest link when I started my journey, and I couldn't even hold my plank for 10 seconds. So I said, you know what? If I have a weak link, I want to make it my newfound strength. I really started focusing on my core, and this is the keys and my top tips to building a strong core. We actually have over 9 different core muscles, and our TVA, our transverse abdominals, is the one that stabilizes and supports our spine. So if we have low back pain or as we're getting older, this is the one that we really want to fire first to really make sure that we're having that strong back and we don't get low back pain when we get older. And a lot of us, we do so many crunches, which just work our rectus abdominis, which is that six-pack muscle, the ones where you see your abs pop, but that becomes so overactive, and that's basically what it does is flexion of your spine, so it could put compression. I do a mix of 2 different types of exercises for my core training. I do anti-rotational and anti-gravitational, and I'm gonna give you some examples. Anti-gravitational exercises, things like planks, those actually strengthen all 9 muscles and really get that TVA to support your spine to fire first. While anti-rotational, things like cable chops, those are actually going to work your obliques and your entire core, so that we're not just focusing on our six-pack muscle, but we're also building our deep core strength and the aesthetics as well by incorporating these both. I actually created a whole core guide with all of my unique fun exercises. You guys can do these gym-based, home-based to sculpt six-pack abs. I have in there everything on stomach vacuums, how to perform them, because I do those on a daily basis to really, really help strengthen my deep core, because last year I actually had my hammock collapse on me and I ended up hurting my back when it fell. So getting my back out of pain, strengthening my deep core again, that was really important to me. If you're looking for a core guide to build you a strong core, you need to check it out. I have a discount going on special for you guys for 25% off for the next few days. And on top of that, I have everything on nutrition in that core guide. I break down macros, what to eat, how to structure each meal to stabilize your blood sugar levels, aid in weight loss, and get your guys' cravings away. So check out that core guide. It is in the description below and on sale at the moment for you all. The 4th question is, when should I take creatine? So creatine is one of my favorite supplements for building muscle. And I did a whole YouTube on my top supplements for pre and post workout nutrition. I'm gonna link it here. Check it out. So much information, and I'm busting those myths. Creatine, I do post workout. basically it helps store extra ATP in the muscles so you could push for a few extra reps. I'm gonna link, I have one that I use that doesn't cause, it's like, I tried a lot of them. This one's super clean, there's no added ingredients, and it didn't make me feel bloated. So I do that one, my clients use it, I do it post-workout. And for all my plant-based individuals, vegans, vegetarians looking to build muscle, creatine is actually found in red meat. So if we're not consuming that on our diet, that's actually not gonna be in our diet. Creatine is a great supplement for vegetarians and vegans looking to build muscle, and all my women 30, 40 plus going into perimenopause. There's so many additional benefits of giving you that power and that strength, since we do have our estrogen levels going down, to help you guys build that lean muscle mass. The next question that I got was a form tip, and this is gonna be very helpful for so many of you on leg day. So with our stiff leg deadlifts, she asked, how low should you be going? Do you need to go for more range of motion all the way to the floor? Or if you kind of get past your knees and you start feeling it in your back, should you stop there? This is the deal. Everybody's body is unique, and a lot of us, we do have those tight hamstrings. So we want to work within the range of motion that we are feeling that tension in our hamstring. A few of my favorite cues when it comes to doing a stiff leg deadlift are, number one, you want to keep the dumbbells or the barbell, whether you're doing it either way, glued to your shins. When you're going up and down, that barbell should be nice and tight to your legs. The further it goes away from your body, the more it is gonna go into your low back. The second key tip is you want to focus on keeping your chest up, core tight, and exhaling on the way up to get oxygen into that muscle. And then this is the key with our range of motion. We do want to start increasing our mobility and our flexibility, because this is something that does go during age, especially sitting at those desks. I always, for my 90-day transformation program, I teach my clients dynamic warm-ups, recovery, so that we could really get that mobility, flexibility all back. I have a lady who couldn't reach behind her shoulder, and within 2 weeks, she has full range of motion back at 66. And she's training beast mode. So this is amazing. We want to work within the range of motion. So if you have those dumbbells or that barbell, you're doing your stiff leg deadlifts, and you hit right past your knees and you start feeling it leave the tension in your hamstrings and start going into your low back, you want to stop there, go back up, and just really focus on feeling the stretch in your hamstrings on the way down, and then squeezing your glutes and exhaling on the way up. So work within your range of motion, but add in some mobility and flexibility to start increasing that range of motion, because it's very important to do so to build the strength and the flexibility. And then at the same time, really make sure you are keeping your shoulders locked in, your chest up, and keeping that form on point when you are lifting. My next question is, should you use a dumbbell or a barbell when it comes to strength training, like for overhead presses, for chest presses? I like to use a mix of both with my clients. When you're using a barbell, you have a little bit more overload, but when you're using dumbbells, the free weights, or even things like kettlebells, that's allowing us to work the limbs individually. So we're able to correct imbalances in the body that could lead to injury in the future if we don't correct them, while we are building the strength. I do a mix with all my clients' programs for my 90-day transformation program. I add in unilateral exercises to correct imbalances in the body, as well as barbell work and machines, so we can get more of that overload as well. And you don't need a gym though, guys, to make results. I have a lot of my clients training at home with bands and dumbbells. You can do it at home. It's just having that progressive overload that is key. The next question that I got was about intermittent fasting, asking if I do intermittent fasting. Right now, I currently do not. I've played around with 12, 16 hours, 18 hours, and even full 2-3 day fasts before, when I was on my gut healing and my whole journey, my whole health journey. But what I noticed is that when you guys cut down your meals and you're having less meals, and this is really important too for my women as we are getting older, less meals, less calories throughout the day. So your metabolism is going to slow to that. So if you're going for intermittent fasting for weight loss, yeah, you're eating in a smaller eating window. And if you're eating less food too, that in the beginning you're going to lose weight, but your body adapts to that over time, and then you're going to hit that pause. And then where do you go from there? I love using intermittent fasting as a tool, but I don't like like to overdo it with my clients to where it throws off our hormones, or where we're not able to get all of our food in, or if we even have things like gut issues, you know, going to 1 to 2 meals a day, that's a lot of food in your system at each meal, and it could really overload that digestive system. If you guys are looking to use intermittent fasting for weight loss, there's so many great benefits of it, but we have to look at you, your body, and where you are in this moment of time, what we have going on, how are our adrenals, you know, how's our stress response right now, how many calories we have in our diet, and really make all of the changes with there. If you're not sleeping good, you're on low calories, you have chronic cravings, adding in the intermittent fasting isn't gonna be your end-all be-all winner. We have to correct the other things so that we can get this a lifestyle and get you feeling amazing. And adding something to that right there, I have to, it's like I have women come to me and they're doing all the intermittent fasting and they're under 1,000 calories and they're hitting the perimenopause at 38 plus. And the truth is I end up actually going and doing the gut and the hormones and the stress and working on all of those things, and they end up actually eating more food, losing weight, energy up, and cravings away. So going harder isn't always smarter for my women. Next question is gonna be any advice for newbies going to the gym and where to get started. So if you're in this place and you're like, I'm not really ready yet to invest in a coach, I actually have a whole dumbbell only 12-week program, and it's on sale with my core guide right now. It's under $100, guys, and it has 12 weeks. You can do it home or gym-based with just dumbbells and bands. All the workouts are linked. What I would recommend if we're starting out and we're new to it is don't think you need to go from 0 to 7 days a week to get results. The lady that I just mentioned, that I told you she's eating 1,000 calories more and she's down 27 pounds and 8 inches, she's training at home and she's only training 3 days a week. So in that workout guide, you guys could break it down and start off with 3 days a week so we're able to get enough of that stimulus. We're not so sore that we can't move. And then when it comes to your nutrition, start looking at your meals, you know, don't eat naked carbs. That would be a big thing for me. So small little changes where you guys can get started is getting into a strength training maybe 3 days a week so that we start getting that volume in, building the lean muscle mass, helping with our longevity, more muscle, less fat, higher metabolism, and giving you that body composition. And then also in terms of your food, without getting overwhelmed with a lot of things, is really looking at our food and don't just grab the pasta. Add the protein to that meal to hit your leptin, your ghrelin, your hormones, and you're gonna feel so much more satiated, and it's really gonna help aid in weight loss. And then if you do, and you're ready to just really get those results, I get my clients the results fast in 12 weeks because I've been there, I've gone through it, and that's why I created my transformation program. So if you guys are looking for a coach and you're ready to not just focus on the calories in and the calories out, but the stress, the sleep, the hormones, and get sustainable results without extremes, head to the description. My next challenge, it's not yet, it is coming soon, but I am right now doing discovery calls to find the right fit for this next group of women. The next question has to do with losing those last 10 pounds. She said, I tried everything to lose 10 pounds I gained after adrenal fatigue, but it won't budge. Help me. So again, when it comes to weight loss, I would need to know more, but if we're in a state of where we're burnt out, we're in that adrenal fatigue, that complete exhaustion, we're basically in a place of metabolic chaos. We got to a point where we're probably pushing extremes with our diet, we're having chronic cravings, low energy, you're trying to do the fasting or cut the carbs, but you just end up with more anxiety, feeling run down, and almost inflamed from your workouts or anything that you do if you have motivation to train. And what happens is when clients come to me like this and we're on the lower calories, we actually have to look at going almost on a reverse diet, body composition. So if someone's not training a lot, when we go into strength training, we may have that body composition where you're building muscle, losing fat as we increase your food. There's so many different ways this can go, and I would need to be working one-on-one with you to help you. But if we have that stubborn last 10 pounds, a lot of it again is gonna go to our hormones, our stress levels, our cortisol levels. And when we look at the underlying cause of that chronic stress, that anxiety, or the imbalances with the hormones, and we regulate everything, our body comes that homeostasis, and we're able to build that metabolism, lose the fat mass, get that lean muscle mass up, and feel our strongest, sexiest self. When it comes down to it, Don't lift anything that's gonna get you injured. I like to focus on the last 2 to 3 reps, challenging with proper form, and we want a good mix of it all. Do not be afraid to do the heavy, but remember, we always need to have the foundation, correct the imbalances first before we just go powerlift in beast mode. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Make sure to share it with a friend, subscribe. If you like this, check out this one, and stay tuned because part 2 is coming soon.
The protocol, I literally have been feeling so much better. I haven't had any cramping. The bloating is all gone away. Literally, it's crazy. Like my stomach is like getting flat again. The results are almost immediate. And I was just blown away by that, honestly.